Destiny 2's brand new season, Season of the Haunted, has officially released. And, of course, as per every season, we're going to make a guide on how to get the seal and everything you have to do to get it. The first triumph for the Season of the Haunted seal is called Severance. Complete the mission Bound in Sorrow. 7 weekly steps will need to be completed in order to complete the Bound in Sorrow Severance triumph. Bound in Sorrow is the weekly quest challenge that will be available throughout the season for the next 7 weeks. You will reward the lore book as well as an exclusive exotic ship alongside this. The next challenge is Vendor Upgrades Unlocked. As per every season, you need to unlock all the available upgrades from the seasonal activity, which is the Crown of Sorrow this time. The way to do this is to use Figments of Darkness, which are unlockable from completing weekly quest missions and by leveling up the Crown of Sorrow reputation. Keep in mind, there are a lot more this time around than there was in Risen, so you're going to have a lot more to do. The third triumph is Tritainment. Defeat each Tier 3 Nightmare boss, first one being the Machinist, the second one being Anifex, the Sworn to Otsat, and Novota, the strike boss from Omnigul's area. For the Tritainment triumph, each Tier 3 Nightmare boss will be available throughout the coming weeks. The first week will have the Machinist, the second week will be Anifex, and the third week will be Novota. The fourth triumph is the Harvester of Sorrows, which is to bind nightmares after completing a Tier 3 Nightmare Containment. A Nightmare Containment is essentially something that is available within the Castellum on the Derelict Leviathan, and you can choose this containment activity through your directory. Once in, there will be a total of 3 Nightmare Containment bosses, and it seems like they rotate every week, so that's good to know. Your first goal in the Nightmare Containment is to clear out every single enemy in order to power up what is called the Nightmare Harvester. You're also going to be finding Shards of Dread, which you can actually use to bind nightmares to you after completing the containment activity. At the very end, you'll be fighting a boss. This week in particular is the Nightmare of Alycris, so you'll be fighting this boss, and then at the very end, you will bind the Vestiges of Dread at the Nightmare Harvester in order to unlock seasonal rewards and gain progress for this activity challenge. The next one is Malicious Haunt. Defeat combatants and guardians with Season of the Haunted weapons. Keep in mind, the Trespasser exotic does not count as a seasonal weapon. A seasonal weapon would be that of weapons that are specific to the Castellum or the Derelict Leviathan in some way, as well as the ones that are available throughout the Season Pass, again, not including Trespasser. The next triumph is Reaper's Blade. Defeat combatants on the Derelict Leviathan with a Scythe. The Scythe is unlockable from dropping Dread Cores in the main containment center during the activity where you can basically patrol around the Leviathan. It's very easy to get kills with the Scythe, it's just tedious for this specific challenge because the Scythe lasts for a short amount of time, and the only way to get them is to keep dropping Dread Cores into the Nightmare Harvesters. But if you manage to complete the Season of the Risen challenge from last season where you had to defeat 100 aspects of Savathûn, this one might not be as bad for you. The next one is the Opulent Avarice Triumph. This is to open locked chests with opulent keys on the Derelict Leviathan. While going through the patrol of the Castellum, you can find random chests or even do activities that can reward you with an opulent key. You will take this opulent key to a specific location based off its description. These specific opulent keys will have a description telling you, oh, this will be here and here. So you will need to go visit that location that is in the description of the opulent key and use the key on a chest, and that is basically the triumph. You'll have to do this multiple times, and there will be multiple ones that you can get. The next triumph is Shadow's Return. Defeat dangerous loyalist threats while exploring the Leviathan destination. This is actually a 4-part challenge. In order to complete these 4 parts of the Shadow's Return triumph, you'll need to complete 4 other triumphs. Fever Dream. Defeating all 4 of the powerful Haunted Alcove bosses. A Guardian is a Guardian even in a nightmare. Assist coalition troops by disrupting loyalist forces above the Leviathan, all different activities. I believe there's 4 different activities for that. Get to taking out their commanders one by one. Defeat each of the roaming nightmare targets within the royal pools. Once you go into the patrol version of the Castellum, you'll be able to find specific roaming nightmare targets within the royal pools. Here is an example, video footage of one of them that I managed to take out while doing a run of the patrol Castellum. They are very hard to come by, and I just got lucky basically getting this one. So keep in mind, it may not be too easy to find them, but they do end up existing within the patrol Castellum. The fourth and final part of Shadow's return is to defeat each of the roaming nightmare targets within the Pleasure Gardens as well. So again, just go to the Pleasure Gardens part of the Derelict Leviathan in the Castellum and just wait and defeat the roaming nightmare targets that happen to be there. These next two triumphs within the Season of the Haunted Seal are actually secret triumphs, and they don't really tell you right off how you're supposed to get them. But thankfully you've got me making a guide on how to get them, so here they are. Hear, don't heed. In Sever activities, find and listen to all 6 of Calus's automatons. For this specific challenge, you have to do each and every week's Sever activity. Unfortunately, the only Calus automaton that you can get is this week's Sever mission called Shame. So when the next few weeks come out and the next 5 missions come out, you'll be able to get the next 5 automatons. The second and final secret triumph, and as a matter of fact, final triumph for the Season of the Haunted Seal in general, is to collect all of the dignified effigies of Calus aboard the Derelict Leviathan and proudly display them in the helm. Again, this is a location guide on how to find all of them. They're basically like bobbleheads, so you go and pick them up and then just place them in the helm. And again, there's only certain ones that are available for this specific week, so here's the location of the first 4 that you can get throughout the Castellum, the Pleasure Gardens, the Royal Halls, and the new Sever mission. That is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to the Season of the Haunted Seal guide. If this helps you out in any way, shape, or form, make sure to let me know. And if there's anything that I missed, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. And if it's something important that I happen to miss, which I believe I got everything, but just in case I didn't, I'll make sure to pin the comment that is most important to everyone, and that'll hopefully help you guys out in case I miss some. But that is all. If you want to use my Support a Creator code on the Epic Games Store, here it is on screen. And if you want to subscribe for more Destiny Seal Guide content, I'm going to be doing Seal Guides on every Seal going forward for each specific season, not including the Crucible ones or the raids. I've only got a specific skill set, so you're going to have to deal with that. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.